Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the regular podcast. And today we're going to be taking a look at Amazon's latest sequel slash spinoff to The Boys, Gen V. So first off, let's just get our general thoughts about the five episodes at this point.
Look, man, Gen V, bro, it's a great show, man. Like honestly, like
Fantastic,
I
fantastic.
is it on the same level of The Boys? Like no, but it's like up there for me. The characters, all of the gruesome action, the bloods, the guts, the sex. I love the filthy. Bring on the filthy. So like, man, my general thoughts of Gen V is right up there with The Boys. Probably not better than it, but still,
I
I
would
still
say
enjoy it.
Gen V really does take me back to that first season of The Boys, where it's not as high stakes, not as like super crazy take on the suits directly. It's just a very low stakes college kind of action slash thriller, and it's a very relatable show at this time in both of our lives, and it's really interesting to see these students doing stuff that we're doing now, all set amongst the boys' dark superhero backdrop. So it's just a really unexpected place to take the boys, but they really did just hit the nail on the head with that aspect.
Right, 100%, 100%, bro. Like let's just like talk a little bit about like the first five episodes. I mean, I've heard that Soldier Boy's coming next episode, but like these first five episodes, bro, what are you thinking? Like are you liking the mystery of like the what's that underground place called? The
The
Woods? Are you liking
Woods.
the mystery of the Woods?
Yes, those first four episodes that they dropped on us, no, it's 3 episodes they dropped, or was it four? I think
It was three.
it was three. So those first 3 episodes they dropped on us, just fantastic way of just drawing us into this universe. Like they really, it's like each episode just ends with something that makes you like, oh my gosh, I just want to hop right into the next episode. And then the whole mystery as it starts to unravel
100%.
slowly in 4 and 5, it just gets more intriguing. Everything just keeps building on top of each other. And the whole time I'm just like, oh, I just want to get to the end of what's going on. I want to see these characters just discover everything. And it's really great that they're able to keep such a good mystery going throughout 5 episodes.
Yeah, 100%. Like the state of like where we are in our lives right now. I love the fact that like we went from the boys, watching the boys, to like now we're watching Gen V because of where we are right now in like college and stuff like that. So like we kind of relate a little bit more to like their issues, except for all the superpowers and stuff. But that's one thing that the first four episodes showed me was that it's all of the blood and guts and gruesome action that we come to know and love from the boys, but it's like college level. So it kind of relates a little bit to us more. And I just found it to be like low stakes, ground level stuff. You're not the underdogs going after the big top superheroes. We're just having fun with these college students that have these abilities, and they're the first generation of supes that know that they were pumped up with V. So it's like I think that's interesting, bro. Honestly, in all honesty, this show has like been very interesting and intriguing,
Yes, yes,
especially the
yes.
mystery of the woods.
Yes, the mystery of the whole show is just fantastic. I really do just love it a lot.
Like, like what you think of like the characters and such? Cause
So
I
man,
think like characters like what's the girl's name that can like touch you, but then you can like she
Kate,
can make you do whatever she wants.
Kate,
What's her name? Kate.
Kate,
Kate.
Kate.
What's such a white girl name?
But no, I think
Such
Gen
like a
V
white
really
girl name,
does
bro.
have like one of the most all-around likable casts I've seen in a minute. Like it's like every character
Yeah.
in this show has just something unique about them, or just something cool that just makes their story and their just place in the show as a whole just fantastic. My personal favorites are like Jordan. Jordan is such an awesome character.
Awesome.
Like both being able to switch between genders, and each gender has a different superpower. Like just that whole power as a concept, and then the allegory for what it means. It's just fantastic, and I love how the show takes these common like identity issues that we can see with characters like Jordan, and we can see with like Emma, and just places that amongst the superhero backdrop where it's relatable, but it's not relatable to the point where you're like, oh, it's just my life. Like it's still someone else, like it's someone dealing with this, but on top of it, they're dealing with their powers. So it's just really cool how they intertwine those ideas.
Yeah, it's cool. It has narrative purpose and it's fun because you have the superpowers elements in there. My favorite is Jordan as well. I just think they're just an awesome character. Like you said, they have an allegory for trans rights. But I think one of the greatest things about these characters is that they're all nice. Like they're not mean. yeah, they smoke weed, yeah, they drink, they go out to parties, they rebel, but at the end of the day, they're still good people. Like Kate, on the other hand, we find out in like this later episode that she is behind everything. She's working with the other women that's working in the woods. She's behind a lot of things. But I do like the fact that even Kate, the stereotypical white girl who dates the jock, she's not a mean girl. Like she confesses to what she did, like to Andre. She could have just lied, but she confesses. Every character here has just some type of nuance to them that makes you love them even more than the last episode that you saw them in. Especially
Right.
Marie. I'm growing to love Marie more. Like she seemed like this character, like, oh, I'm just here for one thing and one thing only. I want my sister. There's nuances to her. She feels like an actual person. Emma, she has to deal with what's the thing called? I'm sorry,
An
where she
eating
can't like
disorder?
eat right or
An
something.
eating disorder.
Yeah,
I think
eating
that's what's an
disorder. I'm
allegory
so
for it.
sorry, bro. Yeah, the
Yeah.
allegory for eating disorders. But I love all of that, bro.
And then
They're
even
doing a
Andre,
fantastic
even
job
Andre,
with
who
this show.
just seems like a more like basic level character at first, like he's just a friend of the jock. No, even he goes like as we learn about him and his character, he's going through this whole college and he's obviously living under his father's shadow, who's obviously like a big time superhero in this universe. So you see him just eventually
Yeah.
like just start struggling with the, well, it's am I doing this for you or am I doing this for me? So even like Andre, and then learning that one of his closest friends, Kate, is like behind one of the darkest mysteries at the school. Like every character is just like you said, has a nuance that just makes them so interesting, and that's why I love this whole cast of characters.
Right, bro. Right. 100%. Like this whole cast of characters is just really cool. So let's have this little question here. Is it on the same level as the boys? What do you think?
See, I don't know, like I feel like it is, but it's not. I don't know if it's better than the boys. Like if we're just going season one to season one of the boys, like I said, it was a very low stakes kind of like, yeah, they're tackling the suits, but in their own like kind of behind the scenes way. And I feel like Gen V brings along those same vibes, and I feel like the show is just consistent with the same level of quality, and just everything that made the boys season one great is here and present in Gen V. So I would say it is on the level of the boys, but I don't know if it's necessarily better. But they're both just fantastic shows in their own right.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree. I mean, me personally, I think the boys is just a little bit better. I don't know. The boys is just raw, bro. Like the boys is just like peak. That's raw peak storytelling. Everything is put into that because I love Homelander and I love Butcher too. Butcher and Homelander and Huey, those are totally different characters than what we see in Gen V. Gen V has more likable characters, of course, but the boys just has like great characters, great setting, great stakes. You feel fear every time the soups are on the screen. In Gen V, they're college students. These are students. So like you don't really feel a lot of tension whenever like people that has powers are on screen. It's just more of like fun and shocking. But like in the boys, it's just more tension. So I kind of like the edge of your seat thing. So is it on the same level of the boys? It's too early to say. In my personal opinion, as of right now, I think the boys is still better.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's just me. That's me. But like, let's have some expectations for episode 6 because Soldier Boy's coming.
Supposedly, I don't know if I fully believe that because I
Supposedly.
don't know where Soldier Boy would really fit into this dynamic. But episode 6,
Yeah, you're
I
right.
really just expect it to be probably a slower episode, just probably the group questioning Kate on just her motives for doing the whole thing, and I'm sure we'll get some backstory with her, and that's really just what I'm expecting for episode, just more delving into the mystery before we ramp up into these last 2 episodes. Because I expect either at the end of episode 6 or along the episode 7, things are really just about to start getting crazy.
Yeah. And they always find some type of like way to perfectly land the ship in their finales. Like the boys Invincible, they always find some type of way to like make their finales incredible. My expectations for episode 6 is I think the woods is housing Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy is in the woods. He's underneath God U. He has to be. They have to like. I think that's what they're setting up. Like him getting out of the woods. Like he's there. He has to be there,
I
right?
can see it, I guess.
I,
I don't know. I don't know how Soldier Boy would
or
really
unless
fit in.
he's just Or what if he's just a P? I think he's probably just a PSA. He could just be a PSA.
That's what
They
I'm
could just
thinking. Like
have
it'll
him on the
probably be like
screen.
just a joke cameo. But in terms of Soldier Boy playing a
Yeah,
big factor, I don't know. I just don't see it with how season 3 of The Boys ended.
yeah. But like again, like I said, like how season 3 of the boys ended, they could have just taken him to the woods. Honestly,
Maybe.
uh, maybe, just maybe. But I actually kind of agree with you. I think it might be a slower episode because we've just like it's just been ramping up for the past 4 weeks. So man, I can't wait to see what episode 6 holds in store. We're gonna try to wrap this up. Have any conclusions on Gen V? Anything else you want to
Basically, my
touch on,
closing
talk about?
thoughts is that Gen V really did just come like I was one of the people who was just like not expecting the show to be good because of all things, like The Boys did not need a spin-off series to run alongside the main show. Like it really did. The Boys was
100%.
perfectly fine on its own. Like we're all sitting in anticipation for season 4. But the fact that they did really nail this show that had little to like no hype from what I saw personally, and then just come out the gate with 3 episodes that are just back-to-back bangers, like this show really is fantastic. And I have full faith in Amazon and all the executive producers behind this show to just fully nail the climax because what they've seen with all 3 seasons of The Boys and Invincible, they really do know how to deliver an ending. So I'm excited for these last 2 episodes, and I'm pleasantly surprised with Gen V as a whole.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised as well, bro. Like I saw the poster for it, the trailer for it on YouTube. Dude, didn't even crack 1 million views. Gen V was not at the top of everybody's radar. Like it wasn't at mine. I was not excited for the show at all. I didn't care, bro. Like I did not care. So when they actually announced this back in like 2020, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be something like dealing with Homelander's son or something like that because he's grown up now. He's gonna be like in college or anything like that, bro. This show is not like that. It's just as raw as The Boys. It's incredible. I'm agreeing with you, Jonathan, bro. It's incredible. It's an incredible show that I'm pleasantly surprised by. But if we don't have any other closing thoughts on Gen V, we should wrap it up here. Comment down below, guys. What did you guys think of Gen V? Please know that everything that we did say in this video was just our very own opinion. And like I said before, you are free to comment down below. What did you think of the first 5 episodes of Gen V? What are your expectations for episode 6? We are the regular podcast, and we will see you all next time. Peace.
This a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop. Just the flow that got the block hot.